Pretend we're best friends, we're catching up, you want advice on some problems going on in your life, and that's what this video is. Hey guys, I have never done a video like this on this channel. Today I'm giving you guys advice. And no, this is not medical advice, this is just from my personal experience, and one of my favorite things to do is talk. I always thought talking wasn't enough for a YouTube video up until I recently was on the Pretty Basic podcast. Things can change in a week, 6 months, a year, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow isn't even here, so get that pressure of tomorrow off of you. Like, just take it moment by moment. And all of the comments had me blown away. It made me really actually genuinely happy. I'm not a therapist. I don't have a license. I actually wrote down a disclaimer. I'm such a fucking nerd. I'm so sorry, but I do feel like I have to say this. The information in this video is general in nature and it is not intended as medical advice or a substitute for obtaining medical advice. Pretend we're best friends, we're catching up, you want advice on some problems going on in your life, and that's what this video is. So Instagram has this new feature where you can ask questions anonymously. So I posted on my story asking you guys to tell me your problems that you want advice on anonymously. You guys, I'm shook. You sent me so many. Like, I don't even know which one. Okay. We're gonna start with this first question. How do you know you actually liked women versus it just being for fun? First of all, if you're questioning this, I think it's something worth diving into. You'll never get your answers if you don't go for it, if you don't just try it. The feelings you've had when you've had a crush in the past, it's the same thing, just your same gender. It's literally the same thing. Love feels the same in the beginning, no matter what your gender is. So the way that a crush would naturally form and the way that you would freak out when their phone pops up on your phone and the way that you would post for them on Instagram hoping they'd think you're hot and like your pic, all those beginning feelings are the same. It's just with your same gender. So that's how you're gonna know. Should I stay with my partner? He's a really good guy, is always willing to work on things, and he never takes it the wrong way, and is always open to discussion. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm not his priority, even though he says he cares about me. I understand this situation very well. The fact that you said he's a really good guy and he's always willing to work on things, I think that's the hardest part. When you're with a good guy, you're constantly like, but he's good, but he doesn't prioritize me, but he's good, but he doesn't prioritize me. And you're gonna maybe love me for this answer or hate me for this, but your gut is not wrong. Your gut, we were born with these things within us that bother the shit out of us, but also are there for a reason. I really think that's our higher self speaking to us. Don't forget about your needs, and if your needs are not being met, don't be scared to vocalize them. And if he is as understanding of your problems as you say he is, I think he could step up for you. But if he does not continue to show you you're a priority, I think that is something 100% worth walking away from. But I think it takes time to get there, and I think time is the only thing that will give you the answers you're looking for. Advice on how to get over a bad best friend relationship. So if you're saying it's a bad best friend relationship, they're not your best friend. A best friend is someone that selflessly loves you and you selflessly love them, and it's mutual. You love spending time together. No one has the power. It's even, it's healthy. You have fun. Best friends understand each other. I don't know what makes this person a bad best friend, but if you're saying that, I feel like there's something obviously within you that is feeling hurt and you don't think it's healthy. I think having ugly feelings towards somebody is just gonna make you bitter, and it's gonna slow down your process of healing. I think having empathy for the two of you and realizing we're not compatible right now, they're not making me happy right now, I'm not my best self around them, I don't feel understood, I don't feel supported. You have to realize my needs matter and so do theirs, and we're just growing at different times. And also, I've had so many friendships grow apart and grow together in a span of 5 years. It's so possible to grow apart, grow together, grow apart, but this is the perfect time for you to really focus on yourself and following your heart and what makes you happy and your purpose. You're gonna find your people, you're gonna find your tribe, and then you're not even gonna miss this person, or maybe you'll reconnect. Who knows? Oh, this is a good one. How do you deal with OCD, anxiety, relationship-wise? Like people-pleasing, obsessive thoughts, racing mind, insecurities, fear of rejection, etc. I think that when you... First of all, I do have OCD. I'm not a licensed therapist, so I can't give advice for OCD, but what I will say, if you're an overthinker, an obsessive, I used to be this girl. I used to religiously check his location. I was so scared, like, what if he gets in a car accident? What if he's going to cheat on me? What if one day he wakes up and he just doesn't want me anymore? You've also brought up people pleasing. If you are an anxious person and you have a lot of fears and you play hypotheticals in your head, you will naturally want to hold on to that thing that you're scared of losing so tight that it will make you a people pleaser. So the answer to getting over this is to literally let go. Literally let go. If he's gonna cheat on me, he's gonna cheat on me. If he's gonna meet another girl, he's gonna meet another girl, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. If he's gonna one day wake up and not love me anymore, he wasn't my person. Our validation should be within ourselves. Who cares? Focus on yourself. Be selfish. Being selfish will actually, that's my answer. I think just letting go and focusing on yourself. I'm still in love with my ex and I don't know how to let go. There's situations in the past where I thought I would never be in love like that ever again and that I would never move on, but then somebody else came along and showed me an even stronger love that I didn't even know could be pulled out of my heart. But there's also been situations that I've been in where I'm like, no, I know I am still in love with this person, but I know they're also not good for me and I know I need to let go and I know I need to move on. And in that situation, you have to just accept. You have to accept that my heart still loves this person, but we aren't together for this reason, and you have to remember that reason, and you have to not let your mind be nostalgic, because nostalgia is a seductive liar. It romanticizes all the good parts of the relationship when you miss somebody, and it completely makes you forget why you broke up in the first place. To let go, I think you have to accept. I just think accepting the situation for what it was and what it is the only way. I see everyone on social media having the time of their lives, going out partying, and since I don't do that, I feel like I'm wasting my life in my teenage years. I know nothing is perfect as it seems on social media, but I tend to feel as if I'm missing out on something. Social media does create FOMO. I also think social media creates the wrong illusion of what your teens are supposed to look like, or what your 20s are supposed to look like, or what your 30s are supposed to look like. People existed without social media, like our parents specifically, and their mental health was probably better because they weren't comparing the hard things to other people's highlight reels. People are inclined to post when they're having fun, when they're feeling hot, when they're in a cute outfit. I almost feel like people's social media pages are like their social portfolios. This is what I've done. This is what I will bring to your life if you're my friend. This is the kind of influencer I am. This is how cool I am. Pretend you're going to a job interview. You're gonna put all your best things on your portfolio. That's kind of what people are doing with their Instagram pages, with their TikTok pages. I have tried packing my social calendar and having a trip here, plans here, plans here. I realized I wasn't having fun. I would make these amazing plans and I realized I should be having fun, but I was like kind of drained and dead inside. There's parts of your life that you're probably looking at as not good enough, but they are good enough. There is good in the minimal, small moments. There is so much good actually. You know, I have lived in LA where I've had crazy, amazing shit every day, and then I have lived here in Pennsylvania where there's nothing exciting to look forward to. I keep choosing here. Like I keep choosing here, and it's because it's nurturing for your soul, the small things. Also, just because you're not partying right now or doing something cool right now doesn't mean you're not going to be at a party in the future and doing something cool in the future and being able to post about it in the future. And maybe when you do that in the future, you'll make somebody else feel the same way you're feeling. It's all a domino effect. My mental health is so bad right now when it really feels like no end in sight. What are you supposed to do? Whenever I feel like I don't have an answer or a solution to what's making me depressed, it's really, really overwhelming, and it actually, that's one of the feelings that makes me not feel like I want to get out of bed. But the best thing you can do when you feel like this, or when you're living in an unknown, is to really show up for yourself and mother yourself. This is something I actually just learned, and I talked about it on the podcast. You have to show up for yourself and take care of yourself as if you're your own child. And also realizing that life is like this. Healing is like this. It's not linear. Life is never like this for a single person. And if they're saying that to you, they're lying. It's just a pattern, and you have to just learn how to ride the waves of life, you know? You have to know at your lows that things will get better. And when things are really good, humbling yourself, knowing I need to take in this good moment. I need to really be present and enjoy this amazing moment, because when life comes down again, I'm gonna look back on this and miss it. So really be present. Life is worth living because it's so unpredictable. We're addicted to the highs, but the lows make us who we are, and they make us appreciate the highs, and everything will always go back up. I don't know how long it'll take, but it always will, and it'll always make you stronger. How do you not let your bad thoughts consume you? I feel like one bad thought makes my whole day bad. I actually have struggled with this so much, like in the past year, I've definitely strengthened that skill of mine. I'm going to call that skill compartmentalizing. I actually taught this to Gabby. It's healthy to get through a work day or a work week. It's not healthy to do over a long period of time, and I'll tell you why. Over a long period of time, that's called suppressing. But compartmentalizing is a tool you can use to get through a day of school, to study for a test, to get through a day of work. How I started compartmentalizing was that I realized I got bills to pay. I got myself to take care of. I think in the beginning part of the day, it's really hard to get out of bed, to get in the shower, to do my hair and makeup, to put on an outfit. But the second I'm ready for the day, I'm in a real outfit, not sweatpants, I feel like, okay, I can take all these bad feelings and put them here and get my work done. Then, when I come home and I take my makeup off and I get in my comfies, I'm allowed to put those thoughts back into the center of my brain and think about what's stressing me out and how I can fix that. Gotta get up, get ready, start your day. My boyfriend and I haven't had sex in 2 months. He's legit always tired and says it has nothing to do with not being attracted to me. I want to be pursued and don't want to initiate every time. Help. Girl, he could be going through something. There's a lot of reasons a sex drive can go away, and I think having important talks are really important, and getting to the bottom of it and being able to support him and not make him feel judged. Sex and talking are both intimate things to do with a partner. So if you're not getting the sex in the relationship that you want, try being intimate in a different way, which is obviously talking about your emotions and showing up for him. And that could lead to organic, authentic sex. You can't force someone to have sex, and if he's telling you that it's not you, if you love him, trust him. Trust him until you have a reason not to trust him. But I do also understand the frustration. Sex is a very natural thing to want, and I think sometimes we're scared to voice that because rejection doesn't feel good. You also don't want to seem like that's all you care about, and you don't want to come off as insensitive. But it is a need, and it's okay to say that that's a need, and that doesn't make you a slut, and that doesn't make you an addict, a sex addict. That means you're human. Wanting sex is so normal. I do recommend having really big talks, but if it's the same thing over and over again, and time's passing and nothing's changing, I do think it's possible to think about how you can meet those needs. Maybe you guys can redefine your relationship, make different rules, buy some sex toys, try to cater to yourself while he's feeling like this. There's so many options. There are so many options to the situation, and if nothing changes and you're noticing your needs aren't being met and you're constantly not feeling good enough, then reevaluate, you know? All right, I'm gonna end this video there. This was a first for my channel. I do want to continue doing this kind of stuff, and I do have a lot more messages, so I really could do another video like this. I could do a part 2. But I am wanting to get like a satisfying microphone and kind of make this like feel like a podcast, but not really be a podcast. Let me know what you guys think about that. Hopefully this helped. This was very new for me. That's very different for this channel. But if you guys like this, hit the subscribe button. Comment down below if you want another video like this. I read the comments. And turn on your notifications so you don't miss my uploads. And obviously follow me on Instagram, Spotify, and TikTok. I'm constantly putting stuff out. So I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.